Hi everybody, this is Kathy. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to show you how to make this really cute holly that you can put on any surface. Today I'm going to be doing it for you on a 2.5-inch ball. However, you can do this on a flat surface or on clothing. It doesn't really matter. So you can do this holly basically on anything that you can felt to. Let me show you what you're going to need. You're going to need 2 different colors of green and a red merino wool. I got these from the Heidi Feathers 2D felting kit. It comes with a whole lot of different colors, and these just happen to be absolutely beautiful for this project. And then you'll need a felting mat. This is a Heidi Feathers felting mat called the Mammoth mat. It's nice and big and beautiful. I love it. You're going to need a fine and a medium needle. Today I'm using a 38 and a 40. If you'd like to mark on your wool ball or whatever you're felting to a line, just so you know where you're going, you can use a green illustration marker. Does not have to be anything fancy. You may need a pair of scissors. So basically what you're going to want to do after you mark your initial line where you want your holly to go, take the lighter color of green and you're just going to pull a very small pinch. This is probably 1/4 of an inch thick. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull a strand of that. And the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and lay it down and pull it tight and hold it with your fingers. Take your 38 and you're going to very lightly place the tip of the needle on the surface and drag and then just felt a little bit. Do this until you get a good portion of that in and then move on to the next section. You want to make sure you pull it tight so that your wool is not all over the place. And you're just going to stab right in the center of your pull. So I like to do that a couple of times. We'll go back over it in a moment to make sure it's all in. But right now we're just tacking it down. Once you draw that line, if you choose to do that, you don't have to, but if you choose to do that, it makes it really easy. You don't have to actually think, am I in the right spot? It's just there for you. Make sure when you're dragging, you're not pushing super hard down with your needle. It'll snap on you if you do that. Basically, what you want to do is just very lightly press it and drag. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull this side over since that's where I began and get that side down. You could cut it if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. You can overlap really easily and it'll be fine. Okay, now I'm just going to take this part and just overlap it. The dragging technique actually picks up the fibers and brings them along with your needle, which helps you get a really straight line. If you're not good at straight lines, I do have a practice drill tutorial where you can go and practice your straight lines over and over until you get them right. Okay, so once you have that initial one down, go ahead and take another one. This is a little thicker, so I'm going to divide that in half. And you're going to start anywhere on the circle at the bottom of your pull. So here's the top, here's the bottom. I'm going to put the bottom down. And then again with my 38, I'm going to go ahead and felt that into the line that I just created. Just a little bit, just to get this started. Okay, so now it looks like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, it's felted in good here. I'm going to go ahead and take a pinch of it, and very gently I'm going to pull it up to start my leaf shape. Where I want my leaf to end, I'm going to stab right there, and I'm going to do my same technique. Then I'm going to put my needle where the leaf ended, pull this down, and I'm going to let this sort of fan out and make a little leaf shape. And then I'm just going to tack that down. Anywhere I want a straight line, I'm going to drag it. And if I'm trying to fill in, I can kind of randomly poke. So I want my straight lines on the outside of the leaf. So that's where I'm dragging. Okay, so I still have this excess. Now what I'm going to do is come up and I'm going to go on the other side. And we're doing exactly the same thing. Tack that a little bit. This is where I want it to end. You can choose to come this way or to come this way, whichever way you want. And that's the beauty of this. So you let the wool lay where you feel it looks best. When you get it as thick as you want it, sort of tack it down all over, and then do your straight lines on the outside of the leaf. Okay, now you're going to go up, take this and go up little ways. I'm still doing that drag technique. Okay, and I still have some left, so I'm just going to go ahead and start the next leaf exactly the same way. So this is how far I want it to go up. I'm going to stop it there, sort of fan it out, poke where I want the inside of the leaf to be, and then straighten the edges. So now I have a few leaves, and I'm just going to get my next piece, pick up right where I left off, and we're doing exactly the same thing. You start on the bottom. I'm going to come down here a little bit. And I'm going to come on this side. If I didn't feel like it would look good here, I could always go up and continue down the line there. But I feel like one could be used here. And then you're just going to take this and you're going to do that all the way around your circle that you've drawn. Okay, then you're going to come in with your second color and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get a little thin pull. Now this one is darker. I started with the lighter green. Now I'm going to come in with the darker green. So even thinner is okay because this is an accent now. I'm going to go ahead and start it. The bottom of this a little bit lower than my first leaf. Do my drag technique. And remember, if you want to learn any more about this drag technique than I've told you today, you can always go watch the practice drills on straight line mastery. It'll really, really help you. Okay, now I'm going to come up and sort of just jet out a little bit in between. Pop it down where I want it to end. Pull it back. And then I'm going to use a little bit here. Just pop it down. Now this one I might want it to go a little longer. If you stagger them, it looks a little bit more natural. Come up. This one's going right into the leaf shape. And that's just where it happened to fall. So you'll see that. Sometimes you'll have to create each, go up and create each leaf. And sometimes it's just going to go right where it needs to go. That's the beauty of the wool. And then you're just going to continue going up the line. By this time, you're going to do all of your light green around first, then come in with your dark green and do all of that next. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off just so that I can show you the next step. So for the next step, you're going to grab your red and go ahead and pull about the same thickness. This time you're going to take a little pinch off, lay it down at the base of one of the flowers. Then you're going to pick up your lighter needle, your more fine needle. In this case, I have a 40. You're just going to start stabbing in the same spot and then twisting your wool and keep stabbing in the same spot. Once it looks like a little bit of a berry, then just sort of go around the edge and stab it in on all sides. We want this to have a little dimension, so you don't want to use a really strong needle for this because it'll push the wool right into the ball. And you also don't want it too flat. So just when you're stabbing this, just sort of go around the outside edge. Take another little pinch. These don't have to be the same size. You'll see if I'm keeping my needle in one place, it's gonna just pick up a bunch of that wool. And then when it stops doing that, that's when I'm gonna do the twist on the end there. I'll do that again for you. So just take a pinch, lay it down right where you want your berry. You're going to start stabbing. I'm not even lifting the needle out. I'm just up and down in this, it's still stuck in the ball. And I did that much of it and got all that wool in. And now I'm letting go and I'm twisting the tip of my needle around the wool. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so that you can see it just a little bit better. Take a pinch, lay it where I want the berry, stab where I want the berry, over and over in the same spot. When it stops coming in, I'm going to twist around the tip and then stab again. And then I'm just sort of dragging, doing my drag technique, but I'm on the outside of this berry. See? Let me do it again. I have just about enough for a big berry right there. So I'm going to find where I want the berry to be, start stabbing. Most of it will go in. And then I'm going to twist. When I'm twisting, basically what it's doing is just picking up the wool fibers on the barbs of my needle tip. And there you have it. Then you can take your fine needle and go over the surface and just make sure everything is felted in. So these 3 steps that we just did, you're going to go around the entire surface, and then you will end up with something very similar to this. And that is how you make holly, basically on any surface you want to make it on. So I hope you've really enjoyed this. I would love to see what you make. Take pictures of your holly and either comment below with your pictures or find me on Facebook, More Fun with Felt, and show me your holly. And I hope you enjoy and have a very Merry Christmas. It's coming up soon, you guys. Have a great day.